All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakahakwadash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. So, something real quick. We got another earthquake, rocks Spain. Powerful earthquake rocks Spain as terrified tourists flee hotels and roads ripped apart, right? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is not playing. Matthew 24 and verse 6. Again, matter of fact, we'll get this. Here we go again. Iran strikes another ship in Strait of Hormuz as Israel steps up Lebanon attacks. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is not playing. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Why is the end not yet? The major prophecy we are waiting for to be fulfilled is the mandatory implementation of the microchip, the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast. And these prophecies has come to pass. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. They're the beginning, because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is getting ready to plague this place. He's getting ready to plague Egypt, which America is spiritually known as Egypt, with plagues as before, and it's going to come upon this place in perfection. You see, and it's going to happen on a sudden. This is why you repent, you Israelites, and turn back to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see, we're reading these things straight out of the scriptures through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. These prophecies and these scriptures will come to pass. 2 Ezra 6 and verse 22, because with the Strait of Hormuz constantly under attack, constantly being closed, this is going to cripple the economy. And that's ultimately what the top wicked elite banking families of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, that's what they want. They want you people in a state of perplexity, you see? And so you can bow down to the image of Baal, you know, so you can give in to taking that micro sea. They're getting ready to cut off the resources. There won't be no food, no water, none of that, unless you bow the knee to the image of Baal. But you will be had in derision and trodden underfoot, as the scriptures say. 2 Ezra 6 and verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth, again, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation in the end of your world, because Esau is the end of the world. And the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth, and the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed and turned into another meaning, right? It's like it. So, you know, the Lord is not playing. He's bringing these prophecies to pass. We're in a time of war. You see, and this is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is doing. He's gathering all you nations up over there in the valley of Yahawashi, which is over there in the so-called Middle East. Verse 20, behold, saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanons, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also in recompense in their bosom. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, you see? This is all for the controversy of Zion, for what all you heathen nations have done to the apple of the Lord's eye. Zechariah 2 and verse 8. For thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. So the Lord's getting ready to recompense you devils, you heathen, you see? Zechariah 1 and verse 15, NLT. But I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions, you see? So the Lord put us in captivity, but you devils took it too far. Y'all took it way too far. You see? The Lord is not playing, man. We're talking about the vengeance of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is the Lord's doing. The war will not stop. It's not going to stop. Isaiah 48 and verse 22. There is no peace, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, unto the wicked. You see? The Lord is not playing, man. He's getting ready to take vengeance upon Babylon. What is that? Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? Verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us, right? You set it on your lees, thinking that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will not do good, neither will he do evil. Zephaniah 1 and verse 2, I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I will consume man and beast, And I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea and the stumbling blocks with the wicked, and I will cut off man from off the land, saith Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi, hold thy peace at the presence of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi power. For the day of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi is at hand. For the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guests, and it shall come to pass in the day of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel, right? So we telling you Israelites, man, to repent, turn back to Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. If y'all want to stay stuck up on that Jesus freak, you're going to perish. You see? Let's get that in the NLT. On that day of judgment that's fastly a-coming, says Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I will punish the leaders and princes of Judah and all those following pagan customs, right? Yes, I will punish those who participate in pagan worship ceremonies and those who fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. You see? You see, Yahawah Bahasham, he's not playing, man. We're blowing that trumpet and sounding an alarm at the Lord's holy mountain. Joel 2. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. You Israelites, man. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Right? There's another earthquake right there. Hey, look, the Lord is working within this earth. He's getting ready to judge this place. You see, this place is completely wicked. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that. Because the Lord's going to activate these death angels, man. They're going to get the Lord's will done, man. Let's get that. Verse, man, this whole chapter is good. Go read it. This how the Lord gets down, man. We tremble even thinking about this stuff because it's real. He's not playing, man. The Lord kills, he makes alive. He wounds, he heals. Neither is there any that can deliver out of his hand, man. Ezekiel 9, this is talking about the death angels. Ezekiel 9 and verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, that the Wah, the exemption from judgment, and begin at my sanctuary, right? It's going to start with us. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth, and they went forth and slew in the city. And it came to pass, while they were slaying them, and I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried and said, Yahawah, power, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel, and thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem, a people before the place? Then said he unto me, the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceeding great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. For they say, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath forsaken the earth, and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi seeth not. You see, and as for me also, mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their head. You see, that's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He's getting ready. He's not playing. The Lord said he's going to hold his tongue no more. Let's get that. Behold, verse 5, behold, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hopeful works are fulfilled. You see, the wicked works, they're fulfilled. So Yahawah Bahasham, what did the Lord say? Therefore is my judgment now at hand. Let's get that. So I believe that's in verse 8. Let's get that, Salakia. Verse, man, these scriptures is heavy. 55, and therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perished. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteousness, and said in their heart that there is no God. Yea, and that knowing, they must die. For as things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him, which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, Behold, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast not showed me? And it's going to be horrible, man. Let's get that. 2 Ezra 16 and verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. They're sent for correction. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall shall evils grow up on the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. That's what's getting ready to happen. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is not playing. Isaiah 24, behold, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. You see, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have spoken this word. And how does the Lord speak? Through his prophets, man. Luke 1 and verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. It's going to be worse for you Israelites, man. It's going to start with us, as it tells you in 1 Peter 4 and verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel, the good news of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi? And if the righteous, the elect, scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? You see? The Lord's judgment is at hand, man. He's not playing. It's going to be horrible. Shalom, repent you Israelites.